Right, welcome ladies and gents. Disney and their box office woes are effectively being combated or mitigated, at the very least, by tax credits or rebates or just lump sums of cash being given to them by governments around the world. Yeah. Interesting, actually. Snow White, a movie which they filmed in the UK, $300+ million budget, which we will actually find out the exact amount at some point soon, which will be fascinating. But because it filmed in the UK, and this is why Disney is moving a lot of their productions to the UK, they get 25.5%, up to 25.5% of all the money they spend here given back to them. Yep, you heard that right. So they spend $300 million here. They get 25.5% of that given back to them. What's that? $75 million? Just given to them. Madness. Absolute madness. But it does make sense why Disney's moving a lot of their productions over here. Because obviously it minimises all of the risks for box office failure. Which, when it comes to Snow White, it's not really minimised much. Ah, that movie's gonna bomb. But anyway, Mandalorian and Grogu. It's now been revealed, courtesy of Collider, that they had a huge tax break, basically. A really, really big tax break from California. So it says this: is this a sign of Disney being more frugal? Or just a sign that Jon Favreau can be trusted to work under a budget? So The Mandalorian and Grogu appears to have an overall production budget of $166.4 million, but also got a tax credit of $21.75 million. So that puts the budget at what, about $145 million? Which I can believe. I think that's believable for sure. It says this, which certainly helped when it came to the bean counting at the end of the day. The figures were revealed by the California Film Commission. So the Mandalorian and Grogu will mark the first theatrical release for a Star Wars movie in 7 years by the time it opens in multiplexes next May. And it's clear that Disney both has high hopes for it. But then also, you know, they're pretty cautious with it as well. Because obviously that's a tiny budget. It's the smallest budget since Return of the Jedi, I think, is it? Or Revenge of the Sith? Revenge of the Sith, sorry. So it's the smallest budget since then. If you look here, look. That's madness. I mean, it's right. None of these need to have huge budgets. You know, when you're looking at how A New Hope did. Obviously, you adjust all this for inflation. It does change it, obviously. But, yeah, I mean, Revenge of the Sith. Attack of the Clones. Phantom Menace. So you can kind of see. You can kind of see what they're trying to do here is to minimise stuff. Which, I mean, they need to. But I think this is a movie which will probably not do very well. I think it'll probably break even. Even with a $145 million budget, plus marketing on top of it. I don't know, you're still looking at about $500 million to break even. Which is still, I mean, pretty insane when you're looking at it like that. But it makes sense. Like, it makes sense that they, you know, decided to sort of minimize this. Get the budget down. I'll tell you what I would be interested to see, and I don't think these figures are even out there, but I would be interested to see how this compares to the budget for the series, actually. Let's see if we can find it, because I've looked before, and I didn't think I could find it. Mandalorian Season 1 budget. So it's said to have been $150 million. Well, it's $120 million, but $150 million with inflation. Interesting. Interesting, hey? If they get that down there, 166 million plus tax break. I think this will be... Why would they spend so much money for a TV series is beyond me. My God. Still fascinating though. 150 million with inflation. They've just spent 166 million. If it looks anything like season 1, The Mandalorian always looks good. If it's anything like season 1 in terms of its story, which it won't be, but it stands a chance of actually making profit. But it is interesting, isn't it, that this marks essentially Disney's only hope on them ever making money with their films anymore. Right? Like filming in very, very specific key spots. And they've actually begun moving effectively all of their productions to the UK, to Pinewood. I think Pinewood's been booked out now for God knows how long. By Disney, specifically. Just so they can gain access to that $25.5 million. Well, 25.5%, sorry, which equates to millions of dollars as a tax incentive. Not quite sure you can call it that, because it's literally 25.5% of everything they spend here given back to them. So it's not 25.5% off of their tax. It's they just get given 25.5% of their expenditure back to them. It's the weirdest thing. And it's so counterintuitive as well. It's very frustrating as a UK taxpayer having to foot the bill for effectively Disney's box office to mitigate their risks. But whatever. Is this them learning? I don't know. I mean, looking at what they've spent on the other movies that you can see here over the years. I mean, 2019's The Rise of Skywalker, $275 million. I think it's actually been proven to be more than that now. The Last Jedi, $317 million. $317 million they spent on that. How did you do that? The Last Jedi, $317 million. How, man? That's insane. But I guess they are learning. It's crazy to me that Solo, a Star Wars story, was $275 million, but that was obviously lots of reshoots. So there you go. Don't have much else to say on this, really. Big budget still. Do you think it will be able to make any money? Do you care about the Mandalorian and Grogu anymore? I think a lot of people are checked out. I think it will probably break even, though. Maybe. We'll see. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.